It seems that no one has made some of the top NBA players a deal that they can't refuse. Yet, with game season just around the corner, the pickings will finally happen, and they'll be fast. Have you been wondering about the best NBA free agents on the market? Well, we have a list for you, and it's pretty darn good. Let's dive right in and see who's made our most eligible list. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First up, we have LaMarcus L.A. Aldridge. The Brooklyn Nets center has returned after being retired for a few months. A heart issue caused him to skip the last season from April to September. He still isn't one of the people you can take your eye off when you're looking for new recruits. In his best season, the man scored 22 points and 10 rebounds per game. In his best game against the Oklahoma City Thunders, he scored a massive 56 points in the game. Certainly still a threat on the court. After returning from retirement, he averaged 12 points and 5 rebounds per 23 minutes of the game. 23? That's less than 2 quarters, and he's on fire. He may not be as good as he was in his prime form, but he's still one of the most prominent mid-range shooters and will keep the defenders busy on the court. Next up is Montrezl Harrell. Another center we have on the list is the Charlotte Hornets' Montrezl Harrell. Since he's getting older, his game's also aging like fine wine. Standing at a huge 6 foot and 7 inches, he has defensive restraints, but he still has one of the best field goal percentages out there, ranking at 4th in all-time NBA history. There ain't no stopping this guy. He still plays with an offensive style that makes him hard to catch when he's around the bucket, and can also cut just as good as anyone. Stats have shown when Harrell is on the court, the team has performed better and has scored more points. He's reached a 34-point score high in his career and still manages 13 points and 6 rebounds per game. After this, we can all agree that even though he might not be as good as he was, he's still a player you'll need to be cautious of anywhere around the bucket. Moving on, there's Collin Sexton up for the taking. One of the most prominent players on the market who can make a great career run is the Cleveland Cavaliers' Collin Sexton. Drafted in 2018 being number 8 overall, Sexton has a long way to go with young blood and energy on his side. At 23 years old, the star has already scored a career high of 42 points, and we believe this number is only going to rise further. With his $20 million contract almost at an end, reports suggest he has received another $40 million contract from the Cavaliers again. Wow, such success at a young age. Let's hope it doesn't go to his head. Last season, Sexton averaged a mind-blowing 24 points per game and almost had the perfect 3-point shooting percentage, standing at 37%. Still, a career ahead of him, this guy can certainly achieve a lot. If Collin can replicate what he did last season, there's a chance he'll get an even better offer and would also raise his level. We sure hope he gets to the top. Then we also have Hassan Whiteside. Another player on the market that we consider to be a prominent one is Hassan Whiteside. He started for the Utah Jazz as a replacement for Rudy Gobert. The star managed to get more than 16 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the 75 times he had possession. That's a high number if you ask us. He stabilized the team to the extent that even they might not have thought of. The team played less efficiently and scored fewer points when Gobert was off the court, standing at negative 1.4 points lost per game. Thanks to Whiteside, though, the Utah Jazz not only managed to eliminate the point loss, but also went above and beyond, getting more points even without Gobert on the court. Whiteside has managed a career high of 33 points in a game, and can still manage to get more than 8 points and 7 rebounds in a game. Whether it's rebounding, rim protection, or rim running a team needs, Hassan Whiteside is certainly amongst the candidates to choose from. And finally, the last player we have is Andre Iguodala. It's impossible not to turn your head when the name Andre Iguodala is heard. We were surprised when we saw him as a free agent. For those of you who don't know, Andre is a 4-time NBA championship winner with a Most Valuable Player award in one of them. Playing for the Golden State Warriors, Andre has racked up 34 points, a career high, and won all championships with the team. He helped them rise to the top and become prominent figures in the basketball world. Truly a work of art this man is. At 38 years of age and well above his glory days, Andre wouldn't be the top pick for a team in terms of playing on the court. He would better be suited on the sidelines if he wants to keep his passion going till the end. With a career experience such as he has, he can be a valuable asset even while leading from the side. His game plan, strategies, and playmaking can still bring the team back to its glory days, and we don't have a doubt about it. Let's move on to the latest news and updates. First up, it's another touchdown for NBA star Tobias Harris, and we aren't talking about the basketball kind. The Philadelphia 76ers forward just got married to his longtime sweetheart Jasmine Winton, and that too at the Castle in New York. Well, he is basketball royalty after all. The two have been engaged since 2020, and Winton has described their love story as a slow one that's based on a deep connection. Coming to the wedding, it was a pretty grand affair, and their friends and family were there to celebrate the two. The venue meant a lot to Tobias, who grew up on Long Island, and he described getting married at the Oheka Castle as coming full circle. We get this. Imagine walking by a place every day, and then it becomes such an important part of your life. The wedding was filled with little personal touches about the couple's relationship, like the napkins, which had their relationship facts on them. Tons of NBA stars were in attendance, like DeAndre Jordan and Georges Niang, and from what we hear, the food was absolutely brilliant. Well, they sure have started their new life surrounded by love and affection, and we wish them the same success that Tobias has had on the court. Next up, we're still waiting for the 2022-2023 schedule to drop, and this wait is killing us. The NBA offseason has been excruciatingly slow, and to be honest, we just want to know so we can make plans for the games. Is that too much to ask for? We don't think so. Well, it looks like we'll be waiting a while, because Mark Stein let it drop that we won't be hearing or seeing a schedule until next week. These guys are cutting it pretty close if you ask us, but this is exactly what they did last year as well. What we do know for sure is that the schedule will be out by mid-August, and until then, fans can gear up for the preseason games. If you're unaware, schedules for those have been shared by most teams. All we want to see is our favorite stars on the court, just waiting for that to happen. And finally, there's some personal drama on the court. Healthy competition is cool, but sometimes players just get in each other's faces, and honestly, that's not a pretty sight. Where's the sportsman spirit, y'all? Something like this is going down between DeJounte Murray, the Atlanta Hawks guard, and Paolo Banchero, the Orlando Magic rookie. The drama began when Murray gave Banchero a welcome to the league moment with a disrespectful dunk, and that's not all. He then had the audacity to get into his face, point out he's too short, and launch the ball at the player's chest. What even is this? The Junior League? Well, they both took their fight to Instagram, and from what we're seeing, Murray feels that Banchero has been flexing and is no longer humble. He also mentioned that he's always rooted for the new player, but he's not happy about the way he's changed since being drafted in the NBA. He did say he'll keep rooting for him anyway. What? We don't even understand why he's losing it like this. On the other hand, Banchero replied once, saying he needs to be on his guard now and that the whole thing seems personal to him. To be honest, we think Murray needs to calm down and give the 19-year-old a break. The rivalry is something that'll make the upcoming game quite fun. What do you guys think? That's a wrap for this video. Which NBA free agent would you pick if you had a team? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and press that bell icon for the latest information and news like this. See you in the next one.
Perfect.